Welcome to Bedtime Horror, your portal to scary stories. This happened about 3 years ago. It was just another ordinary Monday evening. I had ordered a package online, and the tracking status showed that the delivery guy was supposed to drop it off at my doorstep. I wasn't expecting anything out of the ordinary, just the usual routine of hearing the doorbell, signing for the package, and doing my ordinary Monday routines. Around 7 p.m., the doorbell rang, and I eagerly opened the door, expecting to see the delivery guy with my package. But to my surprise, there was no one there. Confused, did I step outside, looking left and right, but the street was empty. I figured maybe the delivery guy was just running late or playing some kind of prank. The next day, I received a notification from the delivery service saying that they attempted to deliver the package again, but I wasn't home. Strange, because I had been home all day. I decided to call the customer service to sort things out. The person on the other end assured me that they would prioritize my delivery and send the same guy again. That evening, around the same time, the doorbell rang. I was excited, and I rushed to the door, but once again, there was no one in sight. Now was I frustrated, so I called customer service again. They apologized and promised to look into the matter, assuring me that the package would be delivered the next day. The following day, I made sure to stay by the door, eager to catch the elusive delivery guy. As the clock struck 7 p.m., the doorbell rang. This time, I opened the door immediately, hoping to catch a glimpse of the mysterious delivery guy. To my shock, there was no one there, but this time, there was something different. Someone had left a note on my doorstep, hastily scribbled with a shaky hand. The note did say, "I see you." I couldn't believe my eyes. Was this some sick joke? So I called the police, and they said they would patrol the area more frequently. The next day, as I waited for an update from the police or the delivery service, did I notice a pattern. Every evening at 7 p.m., the doorbell did ring, but there was never anyone there. The note, however, kept changing. Each message was more unsettling than the last. "I know you're home. Why do you ignore me? Let me in." Was someone playing a cruel prank on me? Or was there something more scary going on? I started avoiding the front door, convinced that whatever was happening was directly linked to these mysterious delivery attempts. One evening, was I unable to bear the tension any longer, I decided to confront the situation head-on. As the clock neared 7 p.m., I positioned myself by the door, determined to catch a glimpse of the elusive delivery person or whoever was behind this bizarre prank. The doorbell rang, and my heart pounded so hard. I flung the door open, and to my utter shock, there he was. A man in a postman uniform, holding a package. I did feel a relief, thinking it was finally over. But the man's expression was scary. His eyes locked onto mine with an intensity that sent shivers down my spine. "Delivery for you," he said with an unnerving smile. I hesitated but reluctantly took the package. But before I could say anything, he whispered, "I've been watching you," and then turned and walked away. I quickly shut the door and examined the package. It was poorly sealed, and a sense of dread settled in as I opened it. Inside was a collection of photographs, pictures of me taken inside my own home, through windows and doors. Panic set in, as I realized the gravity of the situation. I immediately contacted the police, providing them with the evidence. They assured me they would investigate, but the fear lingered. Night after night, the doorbell continued to ring, even though the police were on high alert. The notes escalated in their disturbing content, and my sense of security crumbled. One evening, when I was at my friend's place, I received a call from the police. They had found a suspect accused of stealing packages and harassing people, and he happened to work for the delivery service. The news brought a mix of relief and concern. The nightmare had ended, allowing me to reclaim my life. This happened when I was living in another part of town. I was home, winding down after work. The TV's on, and I'm sort of daydreaming when I look out the window. That's when I see this weird mail truck parked across the street. I thought it was late to see a mail truck. That's strange, but I don't worry too much, figuring it's maybe a misplaced delivery or something. A few days pass, and suddenly, people are talking about burglaries in the neighborhood. The laid-back vibe we had was kind of gone. I thought back on the mail truck. Can it have something to do with this? One night, when I'm in my living room, and the usual nighttime sounds get interrupted, I hear something that sounds like soft footsteps outside my window. I'm not one to jump at shadows, but something feels off. I carefully sneak up to the window and try to see if anyone is there. I can feel that the adrenaline is pumping. It's dark, so I'm letting my eyes get used to the dark. And suddenly, do I see this figure sneaking around in my garden. I decide to flip on the porch light, hoping the sudden light will scare the intruder away. Surprisingly, it works. The person hesitates, caught off guard by the light, and begins to run down the street. Could it have been the burglar? The mysterious mail truck and the close call become a hot topic in our neighborhood. What used to be a comfy place now feels a bit off. The streets, once familiar and friendly, now have this vibe of uncertainty lingering in the air. Can we even feel safe in our own homes anymore? We try to figure out what's going on by having meetings where we talk about what's happening. And the local authorities promise increased patrols in an effort to address the matter. So, we start being extra careful, making our homes more secure, and turning on porch lights to keep an eye out. One night, I find myself once again at the window, looking into the darkness. As my eyes adjust to the dimly lit surroundings, I notice a figure approaching the mysterious mail truck parked just across the street. I continue watching as the individual reaches the mail truck and opens the back doors. Suddenly, another figure comes out from the shadows, carrying items that seem oddly familiar. It becomes evident that these are stolen possessions, likely from a neighbor's residence. The orchestrated sequence of events unfolds like a scene from a crime thriller. I remain concealed in the safety of my home. The stolen items are loaded into the mail truck, transforming it into a makeshift getaway vehicle for this nocturnal operation. Swiftly, I reach for my phone and calls the police. The dispatcher on the other end listens intently as I provide detailed information about the ongoing burglary. Every passing second feels like an eternity as I anxiously wait for help to arrive. The night gets loud with sirens and flashing lights as the police arrive. I see the burglars try to run, but the police are right after them. It's like a scene from a movie, with the cops chasing after the bad guys through our quiet neighborhood. Porch lights are lit on and curious neighbors are watching from their windows. The chase goes on, with the burglars trying to dodge the police, but it doesn't last long. After a while, can I see the police coming back with the burglars in handcuffs? Our suburban streets looks like a scene from a movie. The stolen stuff, meant for a quick getaway in the mail truck, is now proof in the hands of the cops. The mysterious mail truck gets towed away, and things start to calm down. And our neighborhood slowly goes back to being the quiet place it usually is. The mail truck, now parked somewhere impounded, becomes a symbol of how our regular night turned into a bit of an action-packed story. Thanks for watching, and I hope this story was to your liking.